Hello, everybody. We're here. We are live, and welcome to the Eurovision Fam stream.
Number
Honestly,
5.
yep. I'm Lily Loves. We've got ESC Shortcake and Augusto. Could you introduce yourself more clearly? We didn't actually have you do that last week.
Yeah.
Hello, Augusto.
Augusto, are you there?
Yes. Hi. Yes,
Hi.
I'm here.
We didn't have you introduce yourself last week. Could I have you go ahead and just go over yourself real quick and your role on the team?
Sure. I'm Augusto from the Dominican Republic. I'm part of the European team. I am in the social media team. And I'm happy to be once again with everybody today. And let's have some fun during this hour.
All right. So we got a lot to get through in this hour, guys. A lot to get through. Just to kind of kick everything off, going over what our topics are going to be. The Czech Republic selected their song. Greece selected their artist. We have 4 more people who will be competing at Australia Decides. We've got the results from Sanremo Giovani, so that's going to fill out our Sanremo roster for February. Eesti Laul results, Benidorm Fest Artists, the artist for Pabadom Naujo, which is the national selection for Lithuania, EMA Freš week 3 artists, and then some more JESC stuff. We're going to be going over our top 3s. So let's go ahead and kick this off with the results from the Czech Republic. It is official. We are Domi is going to go off to Eurovision with the song Lights Off. What are you guys' feelings about this?
Augusto?
I really like the song.
Yeah.
I really like it. I vote for ended up voting for Helsinki, but it's a really good song. It gives me those upbeat modern vibes. It's really good, and I think we helped them choose a great song.
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I know for me personally, it's not the one I voted for. I ended up voting for By Now because I really did enjoy that one. It's the one that got a hold of me the strongest by the time we got to voting. But even with that, Lights Off is a strong song. It's got this distinct sound, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be like a Euro Club classic.
Yeah, it doesn't really strike me as like very joust or very gromy. It feels a lot like higher up in the energy, and I say that also in terms of just the actual tune of the sound. It's kind of like it almost has like an early like J-pop sound. I want to say like circa 2008, like techno J-pop is kind
Like
of what it
Boa.
gave me.
Oh no, Inuyasha closing theme song, the second one, not the one by Boa, the one that was na, na, like
It is
yeah.
Boa.
Oh, is that the one by? I thought. Okay, never mind. I'm like,
I don't remember which one Boa did, but
yeah,
I'll be honest. This wasn't a song necessarily that I liked out of these 7. I my vote was for Judy, and then immediately following that, I had to give it to Annabelle. But I know that at least the performers in We Are Domi, like the vocal is very good, and I feel like you can really inflate a song like this with really good staging. So I'm excited to see by the semifinal how they take kind of like the mental like soundscape of it and like translate it into a visual. I'm excited for that.
yeah, same here. So I'm glad with the song we got going to the Czech Republic. Honestly, any of those 7 songs I would have been happy with. But we look forward to seeing what they're going to do with that staging in May. Let's roll right along to the Greek artist that was selected. Her name is Amanda Tenfjord. She's originally from Greece, but now she's based in Norway, hence the stage name Tenfjord. That's the town she had moved to. 2 of her songs from her first album, First Impressions, stayed on the top 10 of the Norwegian charts for more than 20 weeks. And in 2019, she had her song Troubled Water featured on Netflix's Spinning Out. I did listen to Troubled Water. It's a great song. I'm not going to lie. So what do you guys think about Amanda?
I think that this is really interesting for Greece. Like, this is not a very Greek angle whatsoever. This isn't a Greek style epic like ballad. This isn't like anthemic pop like they do sometimes. This isn't and this isn't like a Greek dance bop. This is something that's very particular to like a single
Yeah.
artist. Like Amanda Seyfried, she has a very cinematic type music style and sound, and the way her songs flow at times, it's just the way they're parceled out feels like it's different events happening. So that usually translates really well, at least in my opinion, to a good stage show.
Okay.
But it's just, I cannot picture what Greece is going to do with her kind of sound because it does not strike me as Greek. That was
Hmm.
not like the first time I got it. I would call it more Norwegian in terms of just the way I received it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm excited just because it's such a different angle for them.
Well, this artist is Swedish, but Luca Lee is kind of what I thought about. Or yeah,
Mm.
Luca Lee's Swedish, I think.
Yeah, look at this British. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of thought of Luca Lee. But it's like, I feel like ever since Better Love, Greece has kind of moved more towards going with an artist that doesn't sound really Greek. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound like what we stereotypically think of when it comes to Greece. And
Mhm.
if Greece is going to go for, like, indie pop girlies, I'm happy for them. Like, bring that to me,
Right?
please. What are you thinking about, Amanda Augusto?
I like her profile because they're sticking to the formula of Greek origin artist that lives abroad, similar to Stefania, Elena Paparizou,
Hmm.
Hmm.
and others like even Colomia.
Yeah.
And Elena and Colomia, they stick to the very Greek stereotypical sound. But now with Stefania, they went to the 80s synth pop kind of vibe. And now with Amanda, it looks like it's going to be a different aesthetic. So let's see how this works out for Greece. But it's an interesting choice. And I like that. I like the new trend.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like I think what happened is Greece got stuck in a rut of let's send something that sounds really, really like what we're known for at Eurovision. And
Hmm.
because they got stuck in that rut, they kind of got stuck in a rut of not placing really well because it started to sound a bit dated. So I'm
Yeah.
happy and I'm glad they're going to be trying something a little different. I'm always for different, and if you're finding if you're stuck in results you don't really like, why not switch things up a little bit?
Exactly.
Okay. So do we have any other thoughts about Amanda?
Um, I think, in my opinion, like the closest comparison I could draw just immediately was my note here was Sarah Bareilles, Jason Mraz, and Sam Smith. I would say is kind of just like her chord progression kind of reminded me vaguely of those artists, but aside from that, I don't want to like just employ those and call it like her
Yeah.
sound. It is very unique. Like there is a kind of like sound that I would attribute to kind of like a fjord. I know that's really like ten fjord. Like I, that's a bad joke, but it's just like it's atmospheric.
Yeah.
She has an atmosphere with it.
Like she's standing on top of a fjord, seeing into the
Hmm.
ocean. All right, I
10?
guess 10 of them.
I'm
Augusta, did you have
sorry.
any other thoughts about Amanda here?
No, I just said what I said earlier. I
Okay.
think that she's a different vibe for Greece, and I like it. Try something.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go on to Australia Decides. They have their not their final set of artists, but the final set of established artists had come out. That's Charlie, Sean Miley Moore, Voyager, and Jude York. They will also be selecting a wild card via TikTok. And so, what do you guys think about these artists and this wild card from TikTok?
I think Sean is going to rival Sheldon when it comes to profile because I find them a little similar.
Mm.
I find them very similar. And I think Charlie might be with Paulini, and Voyager is kind of piggybacking off the Maneskin effect because they're kind of rock into that genre.
Oh well, here.
And then
Oh,
the TikTok wild card, it's a tad random, but also kind of smart, kind of figuring it out how the music trends have been lately. That if you have a really good song that can shine on TikTok, you hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
So if they want to make a viral song here, then good luck.
Yeah. Well, you can, like, with Charlie, I think she only has a couple of songs out. Well, actually, I think it's only one song she has released. And then she has like, an acoustic version of the song. I don't think she's going to give us, like, a belting vocal. I think it's going to probably be, like, a laid-back pop sound from her. I do see the Sean Miley Moore and the, Sheldon, what's his last, I'm sorry, I can't remember Sheldon's full name. Comparison. Oh, Sheldon Riley. Sorry. Comparison. I do see that there. Though, like, going through the discography of Sean Miley Moore, like, he's got a good mix of, like, dancey tracks that sound like they just belong in a club, and then he's got a good mix of ballads. So he really give us either one of those. Voyager, I'm actually gonna say, I'm not gonna. I mean, maybe they got chosen for Australia Decides because of Maneskin, but this is a band I've actually been aware of since like 2004. Like, I remember listening to them on MTV2 back in the day. Like, their song would come on after, Somebody Told Me would come on by the Killers. So I was surprised to see them listed to compete in Australia Decides, just because I do remember some of the stuff they've done. And they're rock music, but they're a completely different kind of rock than Maneskin is. They both have like a retro sound to them, but Voyager being a prog rock band, it's more of stuff you would hear in the 80s. Honestly, if I would, like, because I listened to their newest album, just because I hadn't listened to them in a few years. And their newest album had things that were really reminiscent of LEO, so Electric Light Orchestra, whereas Maneskin is more like your 70s era roots rock kind of a sound. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to kind of point that out. I mean, it's one of those things where if we're going to get a lot of rock music this year, I'm all for it. But give me a diversity of rock music. And Australia choosing a prog rock band is giving us that, like, diversity of rock.
I would agree that I like the fact that it's not just like Manskin's sound, or necessarily like the sound that's like attributed to recent Eurovision rock performances, like Blind Channel, for example, or really like anyone in kind of like this national final season who's kind of like bringing a rock sound. Prog rock is something that I kind of feel like was sorely missed. And I don't remember where I heard Voyager first, but I recognized them from something, from somewhere, and I know a couple of their tracks. So I just need to kind of like harken back and see what their more recent projects have been. But I think it's going to be the kind of situation where like experience might carry them like a pretty long way, because these are all like relatively newer artists, whereas Voyager has been around like since '99.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like that's gonna work in their favor, just kind of like knowing like their performance dynamic.
And the other thing is, because the thing with Voyager is there's two bands called Voyager. One is from the UK, one is from Australia.
Oh, that might be why.
Because the one from the UK, I know of them because of my mother. The one from Australia, who's competing at Australia Decides, I know because I used to watch a lot of MTV2 back in like middle school and high school. So, like, that's kind of like, so it's a name that's familiar. And I was like, wait a second, is that? And then I had to double check. I was like, oh no, that's this band, Because I was first like, why is there a British band? And then I remembered, oh no, it's like this other. Another, like, one of the artists that we haven't really touched on was Jude York. He's got one single as a solo artist so far, and it's a very dancey pop, dancey, arty pop song. And then he competed in 2020 at Australia Decides with his brother as the Beamish Brothers. So I think that kind of ties into kind of my next thought I wanted to do with Australia Decides overall, which is I like the fact that we're getting like a stable of artists. We have, Jude York, who competed previously with his brother, and then we have Jaguar Jones coming back, and she competed, in 2020 as well. And it's like you're kind of seeing people who Australia is asking back, so you're getting a stable, kind of like how Melfest has artists you expect to see regularly.
Yeah, I like that. I like that about it a lot. How you can kind of go back and know which national selection you're going back to, just because you see artists come back with like a reinvented version of their art. Not even a reinvented version of like the old piece that they did, but it's just like you see the progress that they make. And yeah, I'd say that's one of like the really pretty things about this season.
Yeah. And did you have any thoughts about that, Augusto?
Okay. So I think that this is very interesting. I agree with you, Lee, that that Australia is trying to pursue that similar method to Melody Festival. We have a couple people who have competed in the past every other year. That would be very interesting to see how how they can set up the longevity of Australia decides for the future. So I like that they're using the show as a platform for talent in general, and I think it's
Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead then and we'll go on to talking about Sanremo Giovanni. So we have 3 artists who will be going from Sanremo Giovanni to Sanremo Big Artist or Grown Sanremo, whatever you want to call it. And those artists are Yuman, Tananai, Matteo Romano. So what do you guys think about these artists, or if anything, or about their Sanremo Giovanni songs?
I haven't listened yet. I'll be honest. I
Okay.
actually need to go back and listen to them because I knew I was missing something. But yeah, I need to see Giovanni because this Sanremo was really interesting, and I want to see how. Because I remember I was particularly excited by Yuman and his sound.
Oh,
like,
it's
before
so good.
going into it.
His song is so good. It's honestly, I see why he won. Like, it's
Okay.
this really
Okay.
great, it's
Okay.
this really great kind of soulful throwbacky sound. It is so good. It is like just a
Okay.
good piece of soul music.
Good.
Like it's got like that kind of like organ, like there's an organ-y bit. Oh, it's so good. It's great. Like, I honestly, of these 3 artists, the 2 who came in first and second, so Yuman and Tananai, they were the strongest for me. Like, Matteo Romano is fine, but he had a song that's not really my style. It's just like a generic male pop song that didn't really have any qualities to it that stood out at all. Like you said, Yuman, great soul song, like great soulful R&B music. Tananai was like more of like a poppy rap sound, but he had a good flow and rhythm to him, and it was engaging. And so with those 2, I can't wait to see what they bring to Sanremo. I don't mean to sound like dismissive of Matteo Romano, but if his Sanremo Giovanni song is indicative of what he's going to bring to Sanremo, it's fine. Like, it's fine. I have no really strong feelings about it either way.
Okay.
How about you, Augusto?
yeah. I'm in the same boat as Jordan that I need to listen to the songs back to have a better opinion. But I'm excited with Sanremo in general to see how the 25 songs will merge in the end and see what kind of competition and great TV Italy will give us the first week of February.
Yeah.
So reserving myself for the big Sanremo, the big show, and see what happens in February.
Okay. So I guess we'll go on and talk about Eesti Laul. They had their last of the 4 quarters. And so the results were that Pure Mud and Shira, Lisa, Minimal Wind featuring Elizabeth Tiffany, Lapland, and Black Velvet will be going through. So what do you guys think about these 5 songs going on to the semifinals? Okay, I'll start.
Jordan, go ahead.
Oh,
All right. I can start, whoever.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I was trying to figure out if you're waiting on me then. I'm glad Shira got through with something. I really liked her entry with Pure Mud. It sounded like summer. Like, I was ready to go to the beach. Like, it's a solid summer pop song, and I'm now upset that it's like, December. I've got to wait 6 months before the warm weather kicks in, and I can really, catch the vibe fully with that one. We've got like Minimal Wind. I really liked that one. That guitar on that song is so good. Like, that's what stands out. Oh god, that guitar solo, the guitar in the background. Like, usually it's about the voice when it comes to Eurovision songs. But for that one, that was all about that like jazzy, like kind of a little bit funky groove to that guitar. Oh God, that was such a good guitar part. Like that's all I can think about. I love a throwback. It's got a throwback sound to it. Speaking of throwbacks, Black Velvet was very 80s throwback dance rock. I like a throwback a lot, as I've said a million times. And keeping on my throwback theme, I'm going to just toss in Dramanda, even though she didn't get through. I loved that song. It was like this sleepy, jazzy number. It was really cool. And, like, I love the fact they blurred out the cigarette. That was excellent. Like, I'm like, blur out her cigarette in the video. And then the other one who got through was Lapland. It was fine. It was okay. I didn't really feel anything about it. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I think Odd being on that quarterfinal was very expected of him going through because he seems to be popular in Estonia. I hope he doesn't win in the end because I'm sure there's much better music in Eesti Laul this year. But let's see what the live versions of these songs end up sounding like. Because in studio tracks are one thing, and the music videos are one thing, but once we get the live versions during the shows in February, another story will be, I'm sure.
This year...
So I'm excited about that too.
I think Estonia just gets distracted by, oh, this person won Eesti Laul before, let's vote for it. Because, I'm sorry, like, some of these returnees have had mediocre, at best, music. Other ones have had songs that go, honey, what are you doing? Babe, I need you to stop. You're embarrassing all of us. Like, Ott's song is fine. It's fine. It's not the worst of the returnees who've won in the past.
It's a watered down Kula.
It's not half as interesting as Kula. I wish it was Kula, because Kula's at least good. Like, this song is just, it makes me feel nothing. Like, I hear it and I go, okay.
He's like standing on a tundra.
Oh, great. He took a trip to Finland. Awesome. He got on that, there's like, what is there, like a ferry that goes between Tallinn?
Ferry?
Yeah, there's like a ferry that takes you between Tallinn and, Helsinki that you can hop on, and like it seems like he got on that, took a train up to Finland, made a music video. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Very well could have been. It looked kind of cheap. Like that music video was cheap. Let's be honest.
I mean, honestly. Well, speaking of cheap, Elisa.
Oh, girl.
I forgot Eesti Laul was happening, so I had to watch it later. I had cleaned my whole kitchen. I had made a really good tart, okay? Like, I made this vanilla tart with some strawberries to go on top of it. And I was like, oh, right, Eesti Laul is on. So I was still in the kitchen, turned Eesti Laul on my computer. My sister, who had come down to get the tart, was eating it and go, oh, this is really good. You did a good job with baking this tart. She heard Elisa, like her song, come on and was like, no, and just left the room. She was just like, and left the room. And I was like, I don't know what to say. And she likes Estonia, generally speaking. Like, she's a huge Curly fan. Like, I knew about Curly way before she competed at Eesti Laul because my sister loves Curly. And, like, my sister has an Estonian flag, and her, like, she likes Estonia. It's just, yeah, I don't know what to say other than she was like, she grabbed it and she just left the room. And I'm like, yeah, that seems about right. I feel mean, but, you know, it's gotta be said. It's just.
I mean, it kind of gives, like, Wild by Rayleigh. It kind of gives Javine Touch My Fire. Like, I almost want to say, like, it gives, like, sprinkles of that. And it's like, if you heard Fuego 2 hotel rooms down. Like, that's kind of the sensation you get. It's just like, was someone playing Fuego? It's like, I don't know, it was really far away. I can't tell.
Or like, yeah, fire. Touch My Fire is a banger. But it was a banger in 2004. This song sounds like it belongs in 2004. Oh, 2005. Okay. It was a banger in 2005. This song can go hang out in 2005.
It's like she's spamming a combo move. It's basically here's the hook, here's the song, here's the subject of the song. 60% of the lyrics, by the way.
Oh.
It's like the word fire in that same fire key. It's like that's your experience. Like you have gotten the whole experience within 30 seconds, but here's 3 minutes of it. And honestly, I kind of love it because it's so iconically like this is what people think when they have a bad opinion about Eurovision.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This is the song that comes to mind.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I would have, honestly, if Ariadne or Germanda had gone through, that would have been a dramatic improvement. I'd say replace Ott and Elisa both with one of those two, because Ariadne's song was great. It was like this just solid, sleek, polished song. A sleek, polished pop song about a breakup. We love a breakup song. And Germanda, again, if you could get me like a fake blurred out cigarette on stage, that would have been amazing. I'm just focusing on the blurred cigarette.
Honestly, like Estonia isn't really going for like a sleek, polished sound with these qualifiers because they knocked out like quite a few. Just like in these quarterfinals, they managed to take like the sleek, polished sounding favorites and say and just completely snub them. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah, Augusto, are you still there?
So I'm still here. I'll be standing up for one moment. I'll be back.
Okay, I do apologize. Yeah, Este Lau. It's been a situation. I think this is a strong quarterfinal. So why two of these people got through? One of them got through because he won Este Lau before, and the other one got through because I guess people are still thinking about, Fuego.
But like it. How do I even make this comparison? It's kind of like, okay, you can love the rapper Saweetie. You don't necessarily have to like her Happy Meal, kind of a thing. So you can you can like an artist's original like thing, like how we have Fuego. But the Happy Meal, aka Fire, isn't an immediate association just because it has literally the same name in a different language. I'm being frank that I love this song because of its audacity. It's just so audacious. It's so purely like bad Eurovision. And I come for that sometimes. I like this is something that actually brings me joy.
It sparks joy.
It does. It really does. It really does. And I hope she never gives up.
You know what? I like that approach. Augusta, did you have any other thoughts about Este Lau and
like they say, there's always next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always.
So yeah, if you didn't get through at Este Lau in these quarterfinals, don't give up, man. There were some great songs left behind. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Spain's selection process this year. They're gonna be giving us a national final of Benidorm Fest. It's basically a revamp or like a reworking of Festival Español de la Canción de Benidorm, which was a song contest that ran from 1958 until 2006, based off of Sanremo. And, being a, long-standing festival, or long-standing, festival of Spanish music and Spanish language music, great. I'm happy to see it get a rebirth to hopefully find Spanish artists who go on to Eurovision. A couple of other things is I think this helps with the idea of who's going to represent Spain when it comes to Eurovision. It's more of you got chosen to go to Benidorm instead of, you failed to qualify to go to Eurovision from a national final. I think that's a positive step for the Spanish delegation to be taking.
Mm-hmm.
So just to go through the artist, we've got one familiar face to people who've seen Eurovision 1990. Azucar Moreno. They'll be singing a song Postero. They represented Spain at Eurovision in 1990 with Bandido. And let me tell you, the styling on those women in 90, I need those outfits. The jewelry, everything about their styling was immaculate. Fantastic. Gorgeous. Like, I love it. Next artist is Blanca Paloma. I'm sorry, Blanca Paloma with the song "Secreto De Agua." It's actually full versions up on YouTube. I listened to it. It's good. It's a dramatic Spanish language ballad, and like, it's a solid ballad, and you can tell where it's from. Like, if you told me, like, if I don't really speak Spanish. Not gonna, no shock to anybody, but I could tell listening to it's one of those songs that I heard. I was like, oh, this is from Spain, right? There was Chanel with the song Slow Mo. I wasn't really able to find anything else Chanel's really done. It might just because her name's Chanel, so I got a lot of ads for Chanel. Gonzalo Hermida with the song Queen Lo Diria. He's like a Spanish language pop guy. Javiera Mena with the song Culpa. This one's up on YouTube too, and it's like an electronic pop number. And she's known outside of Spain. She did release music in Chile as well. Is she from Chile? Because I know somebody competing is from Chile. Yes, she is.
If I'm not mistaken, that's her. It's Javiera Mena. She's from Chile. She made her money in Chile before transitioning to Spain. Moving to Spain. So this is a big jump for her.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
That's a positive. You know, you're going to be, competing at something where you've got people internationally looking at it. Then we have Luna Key with the song Voy a Morir. Leaked snippet of the song on social media. Is it an explicit phrase? What does that mean?
I want to die, I want to kill.
Yes,
I'm going to,
I want the K word.
Okay, you know what?
I want the K word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. I mean, yeah. See, when it comes to Spanish and Italian, I kind of figure out what's going on because I took Latin for 6 years. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Looking at the root words. Honestly, I'm expecting something like... I watched some of her music videos, and she makes me think of, like, early 2010s Kesha. And I'm not saying they're the same. It's just, like, kind of the same vibe of, like, we're going to have a trash pop time, and it's going to be great fun. Like, that's how it kind of came off to me.
Yes.
Then there's Marta Sango with the song Sigues en mi Mienta. She competed in Operation Triunfo in 2018 and finished 7th. I don't remember if I could find... I mean, I remember for her from Operation Triunfo, and she's got a good voice.
And she was evicted right before Mickey was.
Okay.
So, eliminated in the semifinals the week before. She was the one that went home. She's good. I'm excited to see what she brings. And out of her whole class of 2018, together with Miki, she has her sound very well defined. More dance pop sort of thing from what she's released in the past. And there's a lot of hype between Spanish fans about what she has to bring.
Okay. Then there's Raiden with Calle de la Llorería. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at pronouncing Spanish. Calle
de la Llorería.
Calle de la Llorería. Okay. I'm so bad at pronouncing Spanish, I'm sorry. It was the first song whose title was known. He revealed it during a radio interview with Spanish commentator Julia Valera during November, and it will be released. It's going to be released Monday, so we'll have that to look forward to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all songs will be released on the 23rd, which is Thursday.
Yeah.
But Ride song will be dropping in first.
Okay.
So we have 2 out. Another one is coming on Monday. The rest, we should expect them on Thursday. The other 11.
Okay, so we'll hear everything by Thursday. Next one I have here was Rigoberta Bandini. Her song is going to be called E Mama. I listened to a couple of her songs. Like she had one called Julio Iglesias. I really liked. It was like really very 70s throwback. I love a throwback, like I always say. But we'll see what show we're bringing. Next is Sarah Diop with the song "Make You Say." She had 2 singles I could find on YouTube. I think, is that the one? Yeah, she had 2 singles I could find on YouTube. I really like her voice, and it's like I'm expecting something R&B from her, because that's kind of what she has already, and we could use more R&B at national finals. Let's be honest, we don't get a lot of it.
This might be the only actual like R&B roughly engaging song if she actually does it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so. And she's also just gorgeous. I don't mean to be like weird, but she's really beautiful.
No, she's really pretty.
I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this one.
Tanchugueriras.
Tanchugueiras. Tanchugueiras, yes.
Tanchugueriras.
The Galician band. Everyone's excited to see them.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I liked what I listened to of theirs online. Like I listened to like their song's called Terra. I watched like a couple of their music videos. There's one where they're being burned as witches at the stake. That was awesome. I like their sound. It's really striking and it's really engaging. And I'm looking forward to seeing what I think there's 3 of them. I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna bring. Cause
there's 3. There's 3.
Yeah, because I had a good time like rabbit holing into their music last night. Next artist is Unique with the song Mejores. Again, I had trouble finding stuff by Unique. I think it's because the stage name Unique is going to bring us, you type that in on a search engine, it's kind of hard to find.
A lot of people.
Yeah. I went to school with a girl whose name her middle name was Unique. Her first name was Cafeteria, and I still don't know why that girl had to have that name. That's the name I think about the most. I just remember sitting there because she was a couple of years older than me, and so we were at the graduation for band, and I hear Cafeteria Unique, and I go, oh no. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. My cat is deciding to...
Hi, cat!
Just be so destructive. This is Orion, by the way. He's a very belligerent little boy. Anyways... Mejores.
I'm sorry I went off on a...
Cafeteria Unique.
You're gonna just... I feel bad laughing about it, but I'm just like, how? Why? You poor girl. And the next song we have is Very Brava by Rafaela. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Artist is Very Brava. Song is Rafaela. They stated on social media that the Italian personality Rafael Carrà is the inspiration for the song. Okay. I'm not sure that is. And the last artist we have is Zine. Or Hin. How do you pronounce the X in Spanish? Sorry.
I think it's sh, like sheen, in
like
or at least Spanish.
It could be like a J or like an S or like a sh.
It's one of those ones.
Shane.
Shane. Okay. With the song Echo. And again, I had kind of trouble finding their music online. But what do we think about this list and, our feelings about things and who are we looking forward to, that sort of stuff?
Spain is going big. They're going big. This is a whole revamp. This is like new head of delegation, new mindset in the network. Everything is like different mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't seen a Big Five country try this hard so quickly after 7 years of bad results back to back, lower than 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took some time to wake up, but they woke up. UK, we're still waiting for you. But anywho,
UK, we're waiting for you. Germany, we're waiting for you to be consistent.
Spain sprinted away.
France got it turned around.
I mean,
Italy never dropped the ball.
Oh, yeah.
They never did. But kudos to RTVE for making an effort. They're going big. They brought in very diverse names from the Spanish music scene. And they even extended the run for about 2 weeks because they really wanted a show.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give us a show late January. It is believed to be the last week of January, so we should expect the Benidorm Fest on January 29th.
Okay.
So it's going to be confirmed soon, but from Spanish Twitter, that's the rumored date. January 29th is the final. So
Okay.
we'll see how this goes.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy that Spain's deciding to switch it up. I want Spain to do well. You know, I always enjoy a trip to Spain. Yeah, like I mean, my dad was born there, so I gotta like Spain, right? So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Lithuania. They announced their 36 artists. Lithuania's national finals a marathon. I'm not gonna lie. They've got 36 artists who will be competing at the contest Pabadom Naujo, which is their, you know, there's about, I think there's 3 heats, and then there's going to be like 2 semifinals and the final. It's going to kick off on January the 8th. So I'm just going to go ahead and read through all the artists, and we'll just talk about some names that stand out because this is a long list. We've got Aldegunda with the song Holiday, Alekas with the song Out of Mind, Augusta, and that just triggered my Alexis. Ma'am, I'm trying to stream. Then Augusta with the song Before You're 6 Feet Under, Bassus Pegasus with the song Ponai, Clockwork Creep with Grow, Cosmic Bride with The Devil Lives in Spain. I have thoughts about that title, which is all involving the Dutch. And then we have Olonas Pokanovich with the song Someday, Elamia V with the song Overlord. Oh, yeah, Overload, sorry. Emiliana with the song Illuminate, Erica Jennings with Back to Myself, Gabriella with Make It Real, Gabriella Gostavashtaite with the song Over, Gabrizi with Into Your Arms, Galebra with the song Ash Jachiv Chu Tabe, Gintare Korsakaita with the song Fantasy Eyes, Eva Zasmukaita with the song I'll Be There, Joseph June with Deadly, Justin 3 featuring Non-Art with Something That Is Natural, Lolita Zero with Not Your Mother, Mary Mo, Get Up, Menulio Faze with the song Give Me a Sign, Monica Linkaita with the song See You Again, Monica Lu with the song Sentimentai, Musuex with the song Love That Hurts, Queens of Roses with Washing Machine, Ruta Loop with Call Me From the Cold, San Francisco with the song Dream Again, Titas Irbenas with Getting Through This, Orte Schlalagate with Running Chords, Vasha with Get, Victoria Faith with Walk Through the Water, Victoria Kayokaita with the song Piece of the Universe, Viaya Matachu Naita with the song Shimtas Vinas, Voldemars Peterson and the Breakhearters with Up, and then last we have Jivilai Gidalate with the song Lioness. Some notable names there. Eva Zasmukaita represented Lithuania in 2018. And then we have from last year the runner-up, the 3rd place artist, and the 6th place artist. They'll be competing again. Gabrizi placed 2nd last year. Voldemars Peterson as a soloist came 3rd. And then Titus Urbanas came 6th. Then we also have Erica Jennings, who is the 2016 runner-up. That was a lot. Are there any names that stand out to you that you're looking forward to seeing what they're going to be bringing?
For me, I mean, like, it's good to see all these acts back. I really love PIN just because it's like one of those classic shows where it's just like watching it is just so comforting, no matter the quality of the song that you're like currently witnessing. But for me, the one I'm most anticipating is Erica Jennings. So, uh, "Carry Me Home," I believe, was the name of her 2016 song. She lost to uh, 2016, Lithuania 2016. What was his name?
Oh my
But
gosh.
I've been waiting for this night, like that song.
Donnie
She
Montel?
lost Donnie Montel, yeah. She lost to Donnie
Yeah.
Montel. I was
Donnie Montel.
devastated. And not even because I've been waiting for this night's a bad song, but because Leading Me Home was, I think, one of my favorite national final songs of all time. Erica Jennings just has that kind of like churchy, soulful, gospel-y, but stripped back and simple, intimate kind of sound, which is everything that I want. And so, I mean, as excited as I am to see all of these folks back because they're all really talented, the fact that Erica Jennings is back, I've been waiting for her to come back since 2016.
Yeah, she's really
So
good.
I am so excited for her.
Yeah, I think I'm excited as well for Ruta Loop. I really liked her song "People of the Sun." That was really fun and enjoyable. And do you guys have any anyone for you, Augusta, that stands out?
From 2018. She is. She seems to be a very adorable person. Her song in 2018 is beautiful. It was a class act. It's what Spain should have done for Amaya no Fred, but just music is very cheap to not do. But
Yeah.
moving on. Yeva was great. And now I'm hoping what kind of song she's gonna bring now that she's divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
that was the
Right.
love song. That was the love
She
song of
sang about
2018.
her forever love. She sang about her forever love in 2018. Now they're divorced. So what should we expect about love? What kind of song she's gonna bring us now?
Oh, give me a
I'm
divorce
hoping
anthem.
she-
Something we
Right?
can blast at our divorce parties.
Yes, we need one.
Okay, so we're kind of like running out of time, so we're going to kind of go quickly through the next bit, which is EMA Freš. I'm just going to go over the results and kind of give a couple of thoughts about them. First, we have Havla Brothers with the song Gremo Napre. They lost the duel to Leanne with the song Naked. Basically, the Havla brothers, I called them Slovenian Jonas Brothers, and they had a really cute dog. They had good harmonies. With Leia, her song's like a stripped back, a simple acoustic guitar ballad. Then we had Duel 2, which was Deliri with the song Obsayam. That song is advancing over top of Katja Korsic with the song Level Indecent, Desno. Honestly, I'm going to say probably the reason Deliri is advancing is because it's just a song of two women. It's a woman playing a harp and a woman singing, and it's solid and it sounds very polished and professional, whereas everyone else is kind of it's all demos at this point, but that's the one that stood out to me the most out of all the songs that EMA Freš have been, just probably because it's the most, it doesn't have much more polishing to go through. Then there was Duel 3, Emma with Moja Sercha, who's advancing over top of Nina Soldnik with her song Will You Be Enough. The one Emma song is a piano ballad. Will You Be Enough is like a dance pop love song. Then there is Maria Novak and Shpata Vilakandje with the song I Am So In Love. That one's advancing over Mia Vucicek with the song Telenova. And I'm going to say this, I think that they chose the wrong song to advance in that round.
Ooh.
Shade, I know. But like I said, we're kind of running out of time. We got about 10 minutes to go before the stream is over. So we are going to talk about Junior Eurovision. Just going to go through the running order, and then we're going to give our top threes for that one. Running order is Germany at first with Pauline and the song Imagine Us. Then Georgia with Georgia's Nico Kayea will be singing. You know, I'm going to just say the name of the countries for this one. So running order is Germany, Georgia, Poland, Malta, Italy, Bulgaria, Russia, Ireland, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Albania, Ukraine, France, Azerbaijan, the Netherlands, Spain, Serbia, North Macedonia, and then we're wrapping it up with Portugal. So, who's your guys' top 3?
My top
Go
3.
first, Jordan.
Okay, so my top 3, I'll start from third place, Azerbaijan. Very intensely good ballad, gospel-y, everything I like.
Yeah.
Armenia is my second place. It is so poppy and dancey and modern, and it's just, it's like candy. It's like I cannot stop consuming this song. It is so good. And first place is Ukraine because I just adore drama. I love Christina type riffs. I love the fact that she's like going into this as like the writing artist, but also just like an amazing vocalist. And like I saw the rehearsal staging, so good. So that is my top 3.
Yeah, and about the writing artist thing, that used to be a rule at Junior Eurovision. The kids had to have a hand in writing the songs. Sadly, we don't get that too much. I know Barbie, when that one was out with Albania, was that 2019? That one was robbed. And also, I love Barbie. That song's great. Also, she was a songwriter on it. I think she wrote it with her mother. I'm not sure. I have to double check that, but I think so. And Augusta, who is your top 3?
So, going the same way Jordan did, my third place is Germany. This is my kiddie-friendly song. I want to be her friend so bad.
Yes! She
I love
seems
her.
so much fun. Like,
My second place, yes, she's so adorable. My second place, ironically, is Poland. Between songs of the year, my vote is for Poland. And because of the language and everything else, because he's a very adorable and talented kid, my number 1.
I'm sorry, the stream broke up. Who is your number 1?
My number 1 is Spain.
Okay, yeah, those are all great. Like Germany, Pauline is adorable. She's so cute. Poland, that song's a banger. I'm sorry. You can send that to Adult Eurovision. Just send it. Spain, love Spain. Here, it's so hard this year because it's like everyone is so good. Like I posted my top 17 and my top 19 video yesterday to my own channel, and it was a struggle, like ordering everybody. But my third place is France. Love it. It's really cute. The staging looks like it's gonna be fun, and the kids are actually doing the Charleston correctly. So I love seeing a good Charleston. I love that like Art Deco style. Great. Ukraine is my second place. Olena is so cool. Like I want to be like her when I grow up. She's so cool.
Yeah, me too.
And then my winner is Georgia. Like, I'm looking at Georgia at number 2 in the running order. That means nothing. It's Junior Eurovision. Croatia won the first edition of Junior Eurovision from second place.
Garakat Bashanova got second, performing second, and so did the Armenian girls in 2016.
Yeah, second place means nothing at Junior. But yeah, like have you guys seen any of the rehearsal clips or anything?
I have. Georgia was one of my favorite.
Very little, but I have.
Okay, so when I saw Georgia's, I was like, I'm gonna have to make these jumpsuits. Like, I'm gonna have to make these jumpsuits and these blouses because, like, the styling is so cute and so fun. You can't tell I'm wearing gray, but I like color. I've got pink. I've got like colorful stuff right here. But yeah, I love colors. I think that here's the thing: is like I'm attracted to clothing. Poland's dress, like the dress they have Sarah in, is so cute. I want that for myself. I'm pretty sure I have the sewing pattern to make that. I'm gonna have to make that. Then Malta. I love that Kaya looks like a Christmas tree topper. Like, just put her on top of your tree, Jordan. She looks like a literal angel. And her set, like, the background is like half like unicorns. And I'm like, yes, give my girl a unicorn. There we go. Just stick her on top of the tree.
It's a little red beret right now, but
yeah. A beret?
Yeah, it's a little red beret.
Speaking of berets, I do like the styling with Serbia.
Oh yeah, it's why is it so cute? I love it, and it weirdly suits the song.
It does. It's like Alice in Wonderland, but she's in Paris, and it's so cute. I'm like,
for some reason, For some reason, the styling of the Serbian girl reminds me of Nevena Babic in 2006. She did Junior Eurovision.
Me, yeah.
Very similar. The type of dress, the hat, it's very similar. It reminded me of them. For real. So, yeah.
All they need is that facial shimmer.
I like everybody.
I know the style. Like honestly, the staging was so good. I'm just looking through this. I'm like looking over the running order. Oh, there's a couple of stagings I'm not really a big fan of, but we're gonna be positive today. Looking at the running order here, who are some that stand out to you as like having a good spot in the order?
For me, I see that North Macedonia has a really good spot in the running order. I also think Azerbaijan and Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say that to just boost my favorites because I want to do that, but I think their specific placement as where they are, it's going to give like a good decompression because all the like really popular dancier songs are going to be in the front half. I like the way it kind of strips back and tapers out going into it with Ukraine and then Azerbaijan. I really appreciate their places.
Like, I'm looking at the running order, and North Macedonia is going to get a huge boost. I think they're going to get a good boost from the running order because, like, they're between Serbia and Portugal. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love the staging that Serbia has, and I like the song. The harmonies the two girls have is very sweet. I do enjoy Ora Paz, but Simao is bringing us oh my gosh, Fado. He's bringing us Fado. And at Junior, whenever I look at Junior Eurovision, I look at what would attract, if I was a child watching this, what am I going to be attracted to? Like, what is, like, that's kind of how I vote at Junior as well. I vote as if I'm a child again. So, like, for example, when Melina went before to Junior, she was my winner because I was like, that's what I would want to be like if I was a kid, you know? So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, North Macedonia is going to get a huge boost being between those two. I think that Spain's in a good spot, too. Because he's going to be really upbeat. Cause like, he's between Mata Suguane, which is the Netherlands song. Yeah. He's in a spot that's going to put him, you know, there. Then we've got, like, Azerbaijan and the Netherlands. Those both are bringing us, like, a ballad back to back. It's going to be a little intense. I'm seeing those two battling it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, like, I'm thinking, I don't know who's going to win. I have no idea still.
No, there's no way to tell from
Me
this.
neither.
This is going to be an intense show. Like,
tight voting. If
yes.
you want your favorite to win, vote for your favorites right this minute.
Yep.
It's now the time. It's now open.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm like,
start voting.
When the stream is over, we're going to go vote. That's my game plan. But did we have any other thoughts about Junior?
Yeah, like one last closing thought about
wait for
Junior.
Sunday morning to watch the show.
Same.
Yes. I'm also really just gonna miss like these kids and this year. I get kind of sad like toward this end of the season because it's just like we've seen all this growth happen. We have this whole like class of kids, and it's like they're graduating, they're moving on like onto like different parts of their life, and here you are, the adult who's just like really hanging on to this one memory you had with them.
It's like is this how our teachers feel when we graduate? Like,
I'm sure the ones who actually like care for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's such a great year. Guys, vote. You have 3 songs you can pick. Choose your 3 songs, vote for them, and no matter what, these are 19, well, more than 19 because there's duos and things, but these are 19 songs that are amazing, 19 acts that are great, and like, I'm so excited, and I wish everyone, literally everybody, I wish you guys all so much luck competing.
Yeah, 12 points to everybody.
Exactly. If it was up to me, 100%. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. We're going to be off the next 2 weeks for Christmas Eve, the 24th, and also the 31st of January. 31st is New Year's Eve, but that's like, ESC 250. So we're going to see the results of that. We'll be back on January the 7th. And thank you again for watching, and bye.
Happy holidays and Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy holidays, everybody. Happy New Year. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.